Alright guys, it's the Real Wonder here again today, and today guys I'm doing another Wolves transfer news and rumours. I know, it's a surprise to all of you, I've never done any of these before, but stay with me. Before we get the video started though guys, why not hit the subscribe button if you're new? All it takes is move the mouse or just press the subscribe button if you're on your phone or something, just press it. Takes 5 seconds, just press it. You know you want to. Anyway though, let's get on with the video. So first up guys is Bastos, spelled B-A-S-T-O-S, and when you kind of think of that guys, you could imagine that being the name for a fast food restaurant. Now he's 27 years old, so I'm just giving him ideas for when he has to retire within the next 10 years or so. Just giving him some ideas of what he could possibly do. But anyway, he's 27 years old, he's Angolan, and he plays for Lazio. He is a defender as well, and he's valued between 13 to 15 million from what I've seen on the rumours. Last season he had 28 appearances for Lazio and scored 5 goals. Personally guys, I think it could be a decent shout to be honest, especially with the likes of Ryan Bennett being rumoured to leave and that as well, and Danny Bath as well, which I'll speak about later on. But could be a really good signing for Wolves to help push us in that direction of trying to challenge higher up in the Premier League table. Next up on this list guys is a bit of a surprising one for me. It's Hegazi from West Brom. Now he's been valued at about 4.5 million if we were to go after him. And to be honest guys, I think that's quite expensive, because who in their right mind would pay 4.5 million for a lamppost? Have you seen the size of him? He looks like he's basically a lamppost at like 6'5". Now guys, jokes aside though, he's a centre back. He's valued at 4.5 million. He's at West Brom, and he started all 3 games as well for Egypt in the World Cup. Now at the end of West Brom season under Darren Moore, he was doing alright with some of the games he was playing in, and he helped West Brom get some of the good points. However, he also played some of the campaign where they didn't, but he did score the winner for the for their first game of the season against Bournemouth. He scored the winner. So for me guys, he could be a decent signing for us, but I think there's better fish in the sea. Now guys, for one that we have been linked with before is Andre GOMES, but the reason we're being linked with him again is because A, Arsenal are also after him, and B, Barcelona have put a price tag of 35 million on him, which I think is a decent amount for him. I don't think it's too high, but I do think it's a little bit higher than what that you probably want to pay for him, but that's just Barcelona just saying, like, you know, we want some decent money for a player like GOMES. He isn't going to get much game time at Barcelona, you know. I think he only had 16 appearances in the league this season. No goals, no assists or anything, but, you know, he's struggling to get in the team, isn't he, really? So it could be a good signing for us. Now, I know I just said Arsenal are after him, so you're probably going to go, oh, well, Arsenal are going to get him, it's the bigger team, well, not Champions League football, Europa League football, all this, all that. And I say to you, fair enough. But one thing that could swing it in our favour is that he's a client of Mendes, eh? What a surprise, Wolves are after a player who's got some good quality in him. He's only 24, turning 25 at the end of this month, and he's a client of Mendes. What a shock, eh? But I do believe this would be an excellent signing for us to play next to Ruben Neves in that midfield. Now guys, the next player Wolves have been linked with in the recent weeks, to me, is sort of like the new VAR system. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it's a letdown, and it has all this potential, but if you're an English fan, he always lets you down. And it's Adama Traore. He's 22 years old. He's at Middlesbrough currently. He was also at Aston Villa when they got relegated from the Premier League, and was also at Middlesbrough when they got relegated from the Premier League as well. So 2 teams in the Premier League he's been at, 2 relegations. If we was to sign him and we got relegated, he's just a jinx. Okay, he has got an 18 million payout clause. Middlesbrough are holding off for 20 million, but obviously we can just pay that 18 million. And what I said at the beginning, guys, about him is, what I mean is that he's one of these players where he can get the ball, he can beat a player, he's got pace. That's what he offers you, and I think he's incredible to watch. But when he gets to the final finish, it just lacks a goal or a good pass or a good cross. He just lacks that bit of quality. Maybe Nuno could be the answer to changing that. But Nuno isn't going to be the answer to changing the VAR system, showing that a headbutt is a red card. But hey, you know, that's just me being an England fan watching the World Cup. It's coming home. Okay, it's coming home. The Premier League title's coming home this season. No, joking. So next up, guys, are basically rumours of players going to leave Wolves. So let's start with the big one, Helder Costa. Helder Costa's been linked with a move to Newcastle, where if I could raise the funds, they're willing to pay 20 million for him. For me, 20 million seems reasonable, because when Helder Costa's on a good game and a good day, he's worth way more than 20 million. That's what I was trying to say. He's worth way more than 20 million, okay? And he's young as well, so that even ups it even more. But because of his injury and missing a bit of last season through that injury and not always playing well and being a bit inconsistent at times with his performances because of his injury, maybe that brings his price down a little bit. Plus, if Wolves are looking to get better players in, because I do believe if Fossum were to sell, they would have a backup in mind. If we were to sell Helder Costa for 20 million, it would give us an extra 20 million to spend as well. But I don't think Helder Costa is going to go for 20 million, or I don't want to see him go. I think he's worth more than that and got the potential to be something in the Premier League. The next one, guys, is that Ryan Bennett could be leaving Wolves. That's the rumour, that Bennett could be leaving Wolves. There's no particular team linked or anything. But what I say today is that if we sell Ryan Bennett and Roderick Miranda stays, that to me is a huge mistake, okay? Miranda looked like he had a mistake in him at the back. Ryan Bennett came in and he never did anything superb, Ryan Bennett, except for that winner against Bristol City. That is one of the best moments of the season. But he didn't do anything superb, Ryan Bennett. But what he did do was barely anything wrong. Every single game, you had Cody spraying the ball around, you had Really Body being calm on the ball, getting forward, nice little chips, all this. And then you had Ryan Bennett, who was just Mr. Do the basics and do nothing wrong. And that's what you need in your defence. If you get a defender who does nothing wrong and just does the basics really well, you can't ask for much more. He defended really well when he came into the squad. We were letting in a few goals, really sharpened that up and kept it tight, worked well with the back three. So for me, guys, if you're going to sell any defenders, Roderick Miranda has to be top of that list. Ryan Bennett, you got to keep him if you can, unless if a really good offer comes in and you get a replacement in as well. That's my personal opinion now, guys. Now, guys, last and definitely least is Danny Batth. Danny Batth has been linked with a move to West Brom. So imagine that, guys. Danny Batth could be going to West Brom. Mr. Lampels could be coming to Wolves. That's exactly how it could be going. Danny Batth is valued at about 4 million by Wolves. He spent his whole career for Wolves. Jesus Christ. He spent his whole career at Wolves. Okay, that's what Danny Batth, or Bart, but I like to call him Batth, has done. Now, I do like Danny Batth. He's 27 years old. He's from Bridley Hill. And I do like Batth. I think he'll always put his body on the line. But my problem is that I prefer Sherrers. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, if Danny Batth was to go, right, guys, look at it like this. If you don't like Batth and he leaves, you'll be happy. But think of it like this, though, guys. If we got in a replacement to sell Danny Batth, I'd be a bit upset to see him go, because he always gives 100%. But I'd be like, yeah, fair enough, you know, you need extra quality for the Premier League. But look at it like this as well, though, guys. He goes to West Brom. If he makes the mistakes that everyone keeps criticising him for down here, at least he'd be making them for West Brom. So it's win-win, isn't it? Batth can further his career. And if he makes a mistake, it costs West Brom. It's literally win-win. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. And I'm sorry about the really appalling jokes. It's like watching a 1-star comedy film, you know, like that's on Netflix. It's got like 1 out of 5 or something. And you just press on it, and the jokes in it are just like something out of 5-year-olds. Well, so I really am sorry for that. So why not hit the like button if you like the video, or if you think it is like a 1-star movie, and hit the dislike button if you don't like 1-star movies or don't like the video, or just hit both of them if you are. I'm not bothered. Make sure you subscribe as well, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.